We are back. The show and go with the OG3. We've got Jackson in Auckland, Ice in the office, and I'm here from home today as well. 22nd of July. What's going on, boys? Jackson, how you been, man? It's been a while since we've had the three of us.
Good, man. I know. I mean, as much as we enjoy Dan Hooker, it's good to have the old boss back in. So, no, it was good, man. I'm cruising. Same shit. Still here in the fucking office. I'm going to be working from home a couple of days a week now, so we should make these a little bit easier. But yeah, still in the office. Someone's going to half walk in halfway through this, but we'll see how that goes.
It's been pretty fun. We had One Shot Sean on the week before. Then we had Dan Hooker. Bit of a switch up in the show and go structure. Did you tune into any of it, Ice? Surely a little bit.
Nah, just
not a chance.
Watch all the micro.
Yeah, of course.
Busy, fuck.
I know we've been busy in the office, fill everyone in what we've been doing. We've been flat stick on all this new stuff that we've got going on.
Yeah, so basically we'll change up our supply chain. So the workflow that we've normally worked with has completely changed. So it's put us about 6 to 8 weeks behind. So me and you have been in the office crunching numbers, doing designs and getting ready for 2021 and sort of the back end of this year. So different, but it's been fun.
What does that mean? You changed where you actually get them made, or?
Yeah, so like our whole supply chain. So we used to get all our stuff made through this one person down in South China. We're moving to a different part of China now. Like everything's completely different. Like all the materials and everything will be the same. It's just we'll change the whole supply chain because there's a breakdown in that relationship. So we just sort of move in another direction.
Yeah. Been trying to keep you in the loop, Jackson.
Nice. Love a breakdown in a relationship.
Yeah. I've been trying to keep you in the loop
Flat
with the
back.
Jackson, with the old Instagrams, sending you the old stories and whatnot, trying to get your little views on the little designs I'm working on.
That tee was so sick, though. Anything that says Auckland on it, I'm all there. So yeah, that was bad.
It's coming.
I knew you'd like that. And Ice, you're back on carnivore. You've been running. We have Mello in the office most days as well. Life's pretty good.
Yeah, just sort of at that point now where like sort of just been drinking like Thursday and a Saturday night, and you kind of just get over it and just want to start to feel fresh again. And I've got a few things in the mix coming up, so I just want to be fucking healthy and ready to go and have some energy. And I'll fall back on that carnivore diet and exercising when I do need to get in those types of moods.
Yeah, 100. That's one thing we've been smashing out. Jackson, you've had your eye on it with the Footy Companion week after week, keeps getting better and better. You've been tuning in?
Bro, the Footy Companion's so sick, man. Like, obviously, Finchy fucking knocked that well out of the park. Like, that was all time. But it's just fun, man. Like, it's like the Fight Companion. Like, I half don't watch the game. Like, I end up just fucking tuning in to listen to you guys talk shit. So, we knew it was a great idea. When we first started this whole YKTR sport thing, it was something we wanted to do. And it was just a matter of time and, resources and that, and getting the right people and at the right time. But fuck it, it goes good, man. It's such a nice little contrast, whether it's always Thursdays or whatever, whenever it works for everyone. But fuck, it's a good time, man. I love it.
We do have a lot of time.
Jealous, like not being involved, to be honest.
Yeah, no, it's good fun. Well, we'll jump into the footy chat. We'll start with Trent Barrett, one of your coaches at Penrith. We did the little shape meme of it yesterday of him sitting right where you are now, doing a bit of shape ready for the Doggies next year. What's he going to bring to the Dogs? And I think the other part of it that we spoke about in the office yesterday was it's good for Penrith as well because they're on a mad run at the moment, and it's good to obviously have him around for that too.
Yeah, obviously with the Penrith shape at yeah, you got me?
Yeah.
For you. So obviously with Penrith shape at the moment, they're probably running the best type of shape at the moment. There's lots of variations off the back of that. And that's been a big. Am I going?
Yeah.
Oh, because it's on Jackson, so when you talk, he usually rocks out. No, yeah, I think Bad's been really good for the Bulldogs. I think off the back of his last experience as a head coach with Manly, very different circumstances. Very similar to the point where he's trying to rebuild kind of a club. But when I went to Manly, there was this transition phase of like all the older players and then like Ches and the Chavoy bitches, them coming through as well. We had a good roster on paper, but there just wasn't that chemistry within there. So I think he's learned from those experiences. He also took Manly to final series the year after that with Blake Green and all those guys there as well. So he's definitely got the ability to do it. And I just think past experiences, he's going to change that. He's got a full salary cap to work with. Nick Kotrick's just signed. Tim Lafay's just signed. I don't think their forward pack's an issue. They need a hooker. They need a half. Hooker and a half. And probably another another good centre, and they're away. No, actually, they've got two good centres. They need wingers. They need wingers as well. So they're not far off being a decent side. And I think Baz at the helm, if he's got good support around him, things are going to be really good.
What are your thoughts, Jackson?
Yeah, no, obviously I didn't play under Trent Barrett. Shockingly, I didn't play under any NRL coaches, but it's the only experience I have is with Trent Barrett as a coach is obviously the failure, him fucking up. So I don't know how he goes as a coach. Obviously, I'll defer to Ice in terms of his tactical nous, but it makes sense for a team who's clearly going to rebuild to get a young, passionate, we say young, he's young in coaching circles, a young, passionate guy in and just give him the reins. So I hope he just gets this is my thing with NRL coaches, is it's such a week-to-week job, and it is with players as well. And I'm in the media, I'm the first one to call for someone's fucking job, but I just want to see a coach be given a decent run, man. I thought Dean Page should have been given more rope. Just if you're going to put time into a guy like Trent Barrett, give him the reins and let him fucking put his imprint on the team. And it might take 3 years. And if it doesn't work then fuck him off. But give him a chance, man. And just on Ice's point on the roster, I do like, the guys like is it Avarillo? Who's that young centre? He's a fucking gun.
Yeah,
Avarillo.
Great gun.
They've got some young pieces there. And Raymond Vitella-Marin is just going from strength to strength as well. Another one that got away from us. There's good young pieces there. If they complement it with guys like Foz and that, and the one thing when you watch the Dogs, they struggle to score points because they don't have X factor. Kotrick, guys like that are X factor. That's what's going to get them over the top. I'm with you. They do need a halfback, which is few and far between. I don't even know where you'd go with that. And they do, I think Jeremy Marshall-King's a nice player, but they do need a good 9 as well. But they're a couple of pieces away. The one thing about the Bulldogs, which is what I'm trying to get at here, is they fucking play hard, man. They go. They're in every game up to their eyeballs. You never fault the Dogs on effort, which is, something you can't say about other teams that probably get pumped. The Dogs very rarely get pumped. Even though they can't fucking score points, they fight tooth and nail. So a couple of classy plays, man, they'll be away.
I think he's got the access to one of the best nurseries in the country and all of rugby league as well with the Penrith. And there's a lot of gun players out in that Penrith system. And Matt Burden's probably the one that sticks out the most. Him and Jerome, 3 doesn't fit into 2. Always going to have that 7th spot. Who complements him there? Obviously, Jerome's going well at the moment, and he should be going there. But that Matt Burden is going to be something special at the same time as well. So, do they throw a lot of money into him and keep Fozzie there to sort of steer the ship? I do like that sort of balance of it as well. I know Fozzie likes to play left side as well, and Burden's a left foot kicker. But they do need another 6 there. But like Baz, he's got access to. He can be in the area at the moment. I don't think he will be because that'd be conflict of interest, and that'd be one of Ivan's points of if you're going to stay here coaching, I don't want you to be whispering about next year. Because when I was there, I got signed from there, moved to Manly. Louis Brown got signed from there. Uppy Coruscant, he got signed from there as well. So he's probably got access to a few better players than us 3 there. Besides Uppy.
I saw something today. I don't know how. Obviously, you don't know how true it is, but that he had already started to, he had his little wish list of Manly boys, guys like Dylan Walker, all those guys that he's kind of been with for a hot minute. Those are all classy little players. All you need is guys like that can score points. And Dylan Walker's a guy like that. The Dogs are, I'll say it again, man. They are, as bad as they are on the ladder, they are 1 or 2, maybe 3 pieces away from being such a good side just because of the way they play. So if he can pull a couple of Isaac Johns and Louis Browns over, he'll be away.
That was gun yesterday, Nathan Cleary. Yeah, in your comments, that one that you screenshot, Ice. That's one of the best I've seen.
That was so good.
Lucky's in the card gang because I don't know if he had the confidence to say that before that. So yeah,
shots fired again.
Got me a proper giggle too. So
you want to side note on Nathan Cleary? Was there a better fucking player last week? Jamming cunts as well, man. He's a every time people start talking New South Wales Origin halves and everyone's talking Carey and all this stuff, bro, he's the one lock, man. He's got to be the halfback for the next fucking 5 years. He's such a gun.
And obviously Mitch Moses has been out of sight at the moment because he hasn't been playing, and he's had a really good 18 months, Mitch Moses, and he's got a point of difference where he can attack. But when you see that Cleary on the weekend, it's just there's a difference there. Right? Yeah, different. And obviously Carey's got to be the 6 for me. So long. We're halfway through the season, aren't we?
Yeah, Cleary may as well just get the 6 tattooed on his back now. He's there, man. He's a fucking lock.
Hope so.
Paint it on.
Yeah, Mitch, we've got that quick plug for the Footy Companion this week. We are doing the Eels-Tigers game on Thursday night. Cast TBA.
Who's in and around?
So far, just the scope and ice and the supporting cast. Deanan's been plugging his beer. He's been going around the country doing a bit of that. So Scope's got a little list that he's going to go through, and hopefully we'll get some good names in and we can keep this run going.
Sweet.
Yeah, next one. We have the Wolfpack pulling out of the Super League. Obviously some big names.
Sorry, I miss Aussie coffee so bad, man. This is so shit. Sorry, carry on. Rank. It's fucking hot carver, basically.
The Wolfpack have pulled out of the Super League. Jackson, you're probably just praying Sonny Bill turns up in that jersey of yours. What are your thoughts, man? Oh no, he's passed out.
Yeah. I mean, I hadn't given the Wolfpack much. Sorry, I hadn't given the. You got me? Sorry, It's my fucking internet, I think.
Yeah, it's your dial-up.
I hadn't given the Wolfpack much thought, but yeah, I mean, it'd be unreal. I saw the Sonny Bill thing. Like, it would make sense for him to kind of complete this ridiculously amazing career and end up with the Warriors and, you know, charge them to a premiership. But I mean, we're past June 30. There's only 10 weeks to go or 9 weeks to go. So, you know, hypothetically, which is very hypothetical, say the Warriors sign Sonny Bill tomorrow. It's going to take him a week to get his shit and get down here. He's going to have to 2 weeks isolate when he gets here. You'd assume he's got to have, at least a week, maybe 2. I mean, it's Sonny Bill, so maybe not, but a week of training. You're probably going to have him for 6 games. The Warriors aren't doing anything this year. You know, how much is it worth it? But on the other side of that, talking to guys like Aaron and all that around the All Black system, and they talk about even when Sonny's like rugby ability faded a little bit, what he was for that locker room and I mean, imagine the All Blacks saying he brought professionalism they'd never seen before. Like, imagine what he'd do to my lot. It'd take them to another fucking level. So it'd be hectic to see him back in the NRL. If he turns up at the Roosters, that'll fucking do me. I'll resign. But the interesting one is Ricky Latelli. Like, Ricky Latelli was a gun player when he left, and still, you know, isn't that old, can still do some things, and we are very fucking short on outside back. So as much as I'd love Sonny, I'd be sniffing around Ricky Latelli 100%, man.
Ice. We had a little chat in the office yesterday. You love SBW in the card gang. That'd be a good shout.
Nah, I just want him on the podcast, to be honest. So I'm sort of pushing for him to sign for a Sydney team. Yeah, I can't see the Warriors thing happening, obviously with the deadline stuff as well. But he's very family orientated. I think he puts being a father before anything else, and it's like glaringly obvious to him. So him going into that style of camp for fucking 10 weeks, I don't know if that really appeals to him at this stage of his career. So I can like. I don't know what other. So we can't sign anyone new into the NRL, Jackson. Is that because of the deadline trade or?
No, you can. So it's the June 30 thing I think was wiped this year because of COVID.
Yep.
Someone will correct me if I'm wrong. That trade window, but because every squad's now you're allowed to add extra pieces because of injury and stuff like that. So that's why the loan player thing was allowed to happen, whereas previously you wouldn't be allowed to have this much loans. NRL wouldn't sign off on it. So all the Wolfpack guys are eligible to sign with NRL teams this season, but it's the 2-week thing which is fucking everyone up because whether it's Ricky Latelli or Sonny Bill or whatever, having to do 2 weeks isolation, and I think Todd Payton said something. He said they had to do 2 weeks of training. I don't know whether that was a personal preference or an actual fucking rule, but essentially you're knocking them out for 3 or 4 weeks before they can even sniff a game. So yeah, it's a tough one, and I'm with you. I don't think Sonny. First of all, Sonny doesn't need to. I mean, he's a made player. He's a made man. He doesn't need the NRL anymore. If he wants to just play footy, yeah, come to the Roosters. Why not, man? He'd play for fucking peanuts. It'd be another, Morris contract. Just getting out there and running.
If I was a Darcy Lussick, if I was a Ricky Latelli, I'd try to be sniffing around a team that's probably got like a premiership hope as well. Like,
yeah, 100.
Come for minimum, and like I don't know, because there's no bye weekends or anything, and it's just back to back to back. You'll see these little injuries start to like sneak up and niggle up, and whether they're soft tissue injuries or hard ones, like I'd be hanging around I'd be on the phone to my manager, like get me at a sort of a top 5, top 6 club. I'll sit in the background. You might just sneak into a little final series, and that's what I'll be instead of wasting the year just fucking around. I don't think.
What do you mean waste? What do you mean wasting the year? What's wrong with my boys? Come on, we can do some things. It's 2 weeks to go, baby.
You've got this magical 6-week opportunity or 6-month opportunity that you'll probably never ever get again. That like your club's gone out, COVID, or it's like 2020 is already a fucking weird year as it is. I'd be just trying to hang around as a backup somewhere, especially Darcy, because if you think about it, you get 4 props on the team, you only need a rotation of, he needs to just knock out 15, 20 minutes of good quality football, which he's definitely capable of.
We've seen what he did to Hodjo. He could knock out 15 minutes. He's ready to go. You know, they do it in the NBA all the time. They sign veterans, you know, unrestricted free agencies real late, and they just jump on the back of a team and go ahead and win a fucking title. So I'm with you. If I was Ricky Latelli or whatever, I'd be having I'd be having a look at a team like the Melbourne Storm, who are a little bit light in the outside backs, Canberra. Just be going there, train. If you get a run, you get a run. If you don't, you get a fucking ring anyway, and you get some free kit. So yeah, 100%.
I reckon last topic, because we don't know if we're the 3 of us on next week, the NBA next Saturday. How pumped are we? Jackson, you're frothing.
Is it next Saturday? Oh, barely ballers. Should have known that. Sorry, bro. Yeah, no, hectic. I don't know. I saw big Kiwi Stephen Adams had the quote, because everyone's complaining about the Orlando bubble, and he's like, "Fuck, it's not Syria. It's a resort." Like, relax. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they finish the season. I hope they fucking do. There's already a bunch of little Instagram thoughts that have already said they've been in the bubble. So, a few of the NBA boys been in their bubbles by the sounds of things. But I don't know, bro. Like, if they get a championship, they get a championship. It'd be sick. I just can't wait to see some basketball. It'd be weird without fans, but kind of that cool, you know, last dance scrimmage vibes where you always feel, it feels a little bit more intimate, maybe. I don't know. If there's no crowd there, it might feel like you're kind of watching an opposed training session, which is like, you know, a little behind the scenes thing. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I wonder if there's no fans, are they going to run with the off-field drip? I don't know.
No, they're not. They've banned it. They've banned the league fit. So they have to turn up in team tracksuit. I think it's about speed to the arena for COVID, but I guess they are in a bubble and everyone's getting tested. So there've been no tests so far.
Yeah,
Ice is going to be the first time with NBA back since you've been investing in sports cards. It's got to be a little bit exciting.
I sort of spent 2 hours last night looking on eBay and started to really get back into it. I've been quiet over the last sort of month and a half. I haven't really bought anything. I think I'm past that initial phase of excitement where I was just buying boxes and ripping whatever the fuck I wanted. So I'll treat them more as like an investment now. But yeah, looking forward to basketball coming back. I think for an exciting part for YKTR Sports, it rounds out our content a lot more. We can start adding a lot more shows. And obviously when we come into YKTR Sports, we didn't know COVID was going to hit, and we thought we'd have access to all these NRL players and stuff all the time. And we're just sort of building off the back of being like a secondary media thing of just reporting on different types of things in our own way. So it's going to be exciting, and I think we can grow a lot of good content off the back of it. Obviously a basketball fan as well. Looking forward to seeing LeBron, looking forward to seeing the Lakers, looking forward to watching First Take, looking forward to watching all those types of shows on ESPN before I go to sleep. I think it'll just feel like the world's almost back in balance, even though we're going back into lockdown. I don't know, it just gives another option to watch besides footy.
How good. I reckon that's where we wrap it up, boys. Show and go, 22nd of July. We'll be back soon. We're doing one with Bocco. So all the young kids highlights on Instagram. He's coming in the office tomorrow. So we're going to do a little podcast, show and go. And we'll upload it here as well. So it should be a good one. We'll see everyone soon.
Later.